What's the deal? Each and every Friday at 420, you know what it is. King T 420 SCC, smoking with the king. Yes, sir. So, yeah, I'm going to do my show on Instagram today. See how y'all take it. What's good, everybody? So I be trying to wait till a few people come in, or if somebody go come in, or whatever, however the case gonna be, whatever the case gonna be. Y'all know how we do. But yeah, so I do a show every Friday, each and every Friday at 420. I normally post them on YouTube, so that's what it is. And you know, every Friday, 420 Eastern time, each and every Friday, smoking with the king. I'm gonna do my show today on Instagram, show y'all a little love, see how it work. Well, it don't look like too many of y'all about to come here right now. I was trying to wait till 421 at least. Ding. All right, so, you know, everybody walking around screaming. They bossy. They so bossy. Everybody a boss. Everybody a boss, right? How many people do you employ? I'll wait. None. You don't employ any people, but you a boss? I get it. I ain't even tripping on you. You know why? I used to run around screaming I'm a boss. And I'm the boss. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. Until I came to the realization that I didn't even know what a real boss was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to do some homework and some soul searching and find out. So today on Smoking with the King, King T 420 SCC gonna tell y'all a story. It's story time. So I used to rip around. I used to be in the street, shaking the movie, doing this, doing that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I used to be touching on a lot of dollars all the time. And it was always funny to me, you know, that I knew I was getting the money, and I knew I had, like, you know, like this kind of sort of popularity or whatever it was, right? And when you kind of get this popularity, it make you feel like you the boss, like you a boss, like you run the show. Ain't nothing wrong with that, because when you got the money, you can pay the cost to be the boss. And that's mainly where it comes from. When you get the money, you can pay the cost to be the boss. You know what I mean? But, so, like I say, I was running around and I was getting all this money and I was, you know, talking jazzy, and I thought I was the boss. Nigga, I am the boss. Nigga, I'm the boss. And this, that, and other. That's why I told you I understand. I feel you. It ain't like it's a pill I didn't have to swallow at one point in time, right? So, in the midst of telling people that I'm a boss, a real boss asked me the same thing that I just asked y'all. Oh, so you a boss, huh? How many people do you employ? So that's the name of this episode. Oh, so you a boss, huh? And it's the thing. You know what I'm saying? We can all touch a little money. Everybody get a little money here and there. Everybody like, I got paper, I got paper, I got paper, I got paper. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool, because everybody do get a little money here and there. Everybody touch paper. That's how it's supposed to be. They say in the black community, we are the world's biggest spenders in the black community. But to flip that around, we also make less money than everyone else in the world. So, for all you people running around here screaming, you a boss, you a boss, you a boss, because I was one of those people. Let me finish my story. So I ran into this real boss dude. It's my homeboy, I ain't gonna lie. And Doggy was like, "Oh, so you a boss, huh? How many people you employ?" And it really made me think. I'm like, well, I hired this one little chick, and I hired this one little chick to do this, that, and the other, blah, 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 shit like this. And he like, oh yeah, you was actually a boss that day. But bosses employ people. People get paid by bosses. You don't just get to say you the boss just because you make a lot of money. People depend on bosses to pay them, to pay their bills, to help with food costs and car costs and children costs and all those type of things that people have at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you a real boss, the things that happen when you a real boss, you know what I'm saying? It's like, real bosses actually have to calculate how much money they have to give people in order for people to stay and want to be there. When you're a real boss, that's what happened. Oh, so you a boss, huh? Yeah, like they have to really calculate and see how much money that they gonna give people in order for that person to stay and complete the service. So for all y'all people running around talking about you a boss, oh, I started my LLC and this, that, and the other. All right, so let me continue my story. Let me just finish my story time before I even go off into that. So yeah, Doggy said that to me, and it made me go home and I started thinking about some shit. I started thinking real hard, like, damn, what made Dog ask me that? Dog asked me the question, is you a boss, whatever, how many people you employ? So I thought about it all night, right? So I finally opened up an LLC, right? And when I opened up the LLC, I'm like, hell yeah, I done opened up the LLC. I know what it is now for sure. You know what I mean? So I'm really thinking I'm doing something now, right? Because I done opened the LLC. I'm feeling bossy. Like, yeah, I got me a company and shit, this, that, and the other, blah, blah. I went and told my homeboy, and he was like, yeah, okay, that's cool. How many people do you employ? I had to think about it again. So he was like, all right, I see you. I see you got a good head on your shoulders. So I'm going to tell you something. You opened up an LLC, that's good, but that just means you're a sole proprietor. I'm like, yeah, I know. That's what it said when I got my papers and I read the papers and whatnot. And he was like, a sole proprietor is the owner of his own business. He's the only worker. I was like, oh. So I'm the boss and the worker. And me and him got a little kick out of that. You know what I'm saying? It was a little joke because he is actually a owner. Like, he's a real owner. He's a real boss. Owns a real few businesses. And, he actually makes real money, legit money, because he's a real boss. But besides the fact, that taught me something. And that's why I'm talking about this with y'all today. Because, yeah, you can have an LLC. And, yeah, you can work for yourself. And you can make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you don't employ people, if there aren't people under you on almost a daily basis working for you, then you're not a boss. You're just a sole proprietor. And it's good to be a sole proprietor. But don't get to a place where you feel like you can start talking to other people like, because you getting a couple dollars, like, oh, because you so bossy. You know what I'm saying? We need to get out of that. We really need to get out of that. I know all of us entrepreneurs out here, and everybody road not gonna work. Everybody not gonna be able to take off and fly like a jet. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not gonna be able to shoot to the moon like a rocket, or everybody not gonna be able to keep flying toward the sun. You know what I'm saying? Some people burn out. It's the truth. It's just the truth. Some people burn out. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, for real, like, burnout or not, how you carry yourself and how you treat others around you, and the vision that you have for your LLC is what can take you from being just a regular sole proprietor to being an actual boss. You understand what I'm saying? So you can have an LLC and it be doing really well, because you've been running it for a nice little amount of time and it's making a nice little amount of money. And now it's time to hire some employees. Excuse me. You understand what I'm saying? So at this point, when it's time to hire some employees, this is when you need to be your most humble, but also your most confident. That's a hard pill to swallow, because how you going to be humble and confident at the same time? Well, real bosses can tell you, it's not really hard to do. You really just be you. When you happy to be in the place that you are, and you don't have to worry about things no more, and you feel good to take care of others, it does humble you, because you know where you came from. You know it was a time where you was a person that had to work for someone else. You know it was a time where you was a person that couldn't touch money like you wanted to, but you had to go out and get it, and you had to have a boss. You know what I'm saying? And these things is what drove you to become the person that you became. You became a boss, and now you own your own company and you run a business and you actually employ people. And this is what becoming a boss is. The more humble you are, the more you understand what being a boss is. Bosses really have to take other people in accountability all the time, like not just sometimes. Like, say you a single man, right? You don't got no kids. You ain't even got no woman. You got a bachelor pad and you doing good. But you also a boss. You know what I'm saying? You humble enough to know that I got the things that I got because these people help me do the things that I do, and they do them well. You know what I'm saying? So you don't just treat the people that's working for you any kind of way. And this is the type of attitude that a boss has all the time. Kind of like wherever he go, wherever he at, his attitude is the same. He's a confident man, but he's very humble at the same time because he know where he came from and he know how to get where he at. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know how to talk to people at the same time. You can't just be smug with people because you got a couple dollars. Oh, you got a couple dollars, so you this, that, and you got a couple dollars, huh? You're not the only person in the world with a couple dollars. Don't treat people a certain kind of way because you got some money. That don't make you a boss. That just make you somebody with a couple dollars. Look, see, y'all got me dropping my motherfucking blunt. Think about that crazy shit. Thank God I was about to light it. All y'all running around here talking about y'all the boss. Half of y'all bosses ain't making enough money to take care of y'all whole family. Most people don't call themselves. Most real bosses didn't start calling themselves a boss. So they was actual bosses taking care of their whole family. I don't mean just the immediate. Oh, my bad. I ain't want to throw that out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Because people think because they can take care of their immediate family. Nigga, I am a boss. I'm bossy, nigga. I take care of all of mine. You doing what a family man do. That's what family does. That's what a family man does. He takes care of his family. A boss take care of multiple families without complaining. Humble. Love to do it. He in that position because he want to take care of multiple families. Not because he going to complain he got to help take care of people. How you going to be a boss if you complaining because you got to help take care of people? Somebody explain it to me. What boss you know complained about having to help take care of people? That's not the shit they complain about. They complain about how the job going, how the place running, what the bills, what the building look like, what the machinery look, what the work is looking like. That's what they complain about. They don't complain about taking care of the people who they employ. You know why? Because they employ them people, because them people are going to make them money. So they don't mind taking care of the people who they employ. That's what bosses do. You know what I'm saying? So then they employ all these people and make so much money where they can take care of their family, they take care of their family's family, then they take care of their family's family, take care of their distant cousins, take care of their distant cousins. They taking care of cousins in different countries. Cousin they ain't seen in hundreds of years. You know why? Because that's the type of thing real bosses do. You know why they do it? They get tax write-offs. So for all you smart people who don't know that giving money to your people and helping your people out is a tax write-off, you should go talk to somebody and figure some things out. But you a boss. You a boss. I mean, I ain't gonna take that from you. You said it, right? You said it. You a boss. Be a boss. You know what I mean? Nobody can take your status. I would hope no one would ever try to take your status. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm trying to tell you, real bosses employ people, and real bosses take care of a whole lot of people. Not just the people they employ either. So, hint, hint. If you only taking care of your immediate family and you don't employ people, you're not a boss. You just you're a family man that do a good job of taking care of your family and making a few dollars. And that's good. There's nothing wrong with that. I have no gripe with that. You ladies, y'all out here on the same shit too. Like, y'all grab y'all a house, a property, or y'all grab y'all a little nail shop or a boutique and y'all lose your minds. Like, y'all go to acting like y'all forget somebody had to help take care of y'all at one point in time. Like, y'all forget that it was some dude somewhere that was holding you down. You probably called him a lame. Like most of y'all do. Y'all go and use the good men for their money and their assets and for all the things that they can do for y'all. And then y'all run back to the dudes that ain't doing shit for y'all. The ones that y'all always talking about on y'all media pages. Oh, I love him, I hate him. But then always running back to the lane to get him to help you pay your bills. To get him to help you get your nails done. To get him to help you get an outfit. It's funny to me how y'all look at life. It's so funny to me how some people look at life. So people call the people that's helping them lame. But the people that ain't doing shit for them that they talk about half the time, they love them to death. Right. I'm trying to get y'all to see something. All y'all screaming, y'all a boss. Y'all bossy. Y'all is bosses. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can take that from y'all. Nobody can have y'all status. Nobody can say y'all not a boss, right? That's cool. At the end of the day, again, real bosses employ people. So, if you're a sole proprietor, that's cool too. Nothing wrong with being a sole proprietor. It's a lot of sole proprietors out here making a lot of money. And they good at it. You know what I'm saying? They real good at it. So it's actually good if you could be a sole proprietor. But you can also take your ownership and become a boss with your ownership for real. But if I were you, I would work on humbling myself and making sure I was humble before I did that, because people don't like to work for people who got shitty attitudes, who treat them any kind of way, who always talking down on them, who always trying to make them feel like they better than them. People don't like to work for them type of people. They don't. They always be tending to look for another job. So, I'm just giving y'all a little bit of game. I always be giving y'all a little bit of game because I love my people. I love the black community. I love black women. I love black men, man. I wish we could all just be a real community. You know what I'm saying? And quit all the hate on each other, for real. Because that's a problem. That's part of why a lot of us can't go nowhere, can't move forward in life. Because instead of supporting and motivating and inspiring each other, a lot of us hate on each other and don't support each other and talk down on each other behind each other's backs and try to put each other back at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? It's like nobody is trying to put us at the top where we belong. But why would they when we are putting each other down? But I don't put down no black man and no black woman. Not anymore. I'm not a kid anymore. I was a kid at a point in time. I wasn't mature always. And we all know that. I wasn't always super mature. I grew up. I had to. Life don't wait for nobody. And if you want to become somebody that you want to become, you got to know how to mature. You got to know how to evolve. And you got to know how to humble yourself. You got to know when to fight. You got to know when to be combative. You got to know when to be humble. And when to be like, you know what, you got this. I ain't even finna, you know what I'm saying? Because it's times in life. We done all been beat up on. This ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? And that's why when we get a few dollars that we all call ourselves a boss. Because we done all been beat up on. Life done beat us all up. You know what I'm saying? But again, in actuality, the hurt is what make us treat people the way we treat people. And being hurt and also having a couple dollars, it do something. And that's why I'm talking to y'all about it, because I know a lot of y'all could be a lot further than y'all want to be. And a lot of y'all not really bad people. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love my community, because a lot of y'all not really bad people. It's just a lot of y'all have been hurt and been messed around by people. Some of y'all so-called best friends. Some of y'all so-called brothers and sisters and cousins and homies. And, you know, we done all been hurt by somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. But we gotta, in order to move forward, you gotta let go of the hurt. You gotta heal from the hurt. And you gotta find new people to partner with. You know what I'm saying? Because in order to network and really become a boss, and like say you got a company and it's doing pretty good, and again you're a sole proprietor, your company doing pretty good in your city, right? Say you want to branch out to another state. How you gonna do that if you're not networking and finding other partners to partner with? So that's the thing. Like you gotta be humble enough to know that yeah, you could do it by yourself, and yeah, you grind it by yourself to get here, and yeah, you top dog at what you doing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm not working on taking nothing from y'all. I'm working on getting y'all to see that just sometimes you can be a little bit more humble in certain situations, and you will get a lot more than what you expected. You know what I'm saying? Like, and life goes further when you show more love and be more loving with people than just like, yo, I ain't finna keep fucking with them because I was just using them for this so they could do this, and or talking, what the fuck? How you always? Why you did? You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta. Listen. We black people, we gotta show love, man. We gotta be the love that we looking for. And I ain't being funny, but we gotta be the love that we looking for. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us out here looking for love, and we wondering why we looking for love in all the wrong places. But it's only because nobody ever really showed us what real love was. So yeah, we out here looking. We trying to find it. Like, is this love? Is that love? Like, dang, this one. So then after you get to a point, you done got to a certain point, you feel like, fuck love. Fuck. I ain't gonna keep looking for some shit that I keep getting hurt looking for. In all actuality, you shouldn't have to look for love. Love should just be what it's gonna be. Like, if a person claim they love you and they really do, then it should be unconditional. the messed up part about men is most men don't get unconditional love from no one. Most men get conditional love from everyone most of the time, wherever they go. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that there's conditions on men getting loved, especially black men, which is crazy to me because most black men, we love the most. We love the hardest. Like, shit, I can't just love on you. You know what I'm saying? Like the anyway, so yeah. Being a boss don't just mean you got a couple dollars and you can flaunt and you can flash it. You can take your boys to the strip club and you can throw it on the ladies. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of y'all think because y'all got a couple dollars, y'all shaking and moving out here, moving and grooving, you know what I'm saying, which is good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hating on that part. But a lot of y'all think because y'all doing these little things that, y'all going to the club, y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all holding down the club, y'all with y'all homies, that make you a boss. That's not what do it. I'm not mad at none of y'all for being flashy, flaunting. Not mad at none of y'all for getting no cash. I ain't never hating on none of that. But take that cash and do something with it, young man, young lady. Do the right things with it. Turn the one company into 5 companies and employ others and make real money and slow down, humble yourself and become the boss that you really are. Not just keep claiming you a boss. You know what I mean? And I ain't being funny, I'm being honest. Like I say, I love my people, love my community. I done humble myself a lot and I done sacrificed a lot. I go through a lot, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, the things that I go through, I don't take it out on nobody else. That's part of being humble. Like when you go through something in life, you can't take out your anger and frustration because you going through something. You can't take it out on somebody else. They don't deserve your anger and frustration. They not the ones who pissed you off. They not the ones who got under your skin. They not the ones who put thorn in your side. They not. You got to learn to be, appreciative of God's grace and His mercy. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Yes, for another great smoking with the King, but you got to learn to be grateful and humble and appreciate the mercy and God's grace while you out here making this money and getting all these dollars. You got to learn how to take these dollars and make these dollars not only work for you, but work for others too. And that's part of the issue that's going on in our community. Everybody running around screaming they're a boss, but ain't nobody trying to help nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, bosses help a lot of people. That's part of the main thing that make them a boss. I'm not even being funny with y'all. Like, the main thing that makes a person a boss is because they help a lot of people. Like, they help a lot of people. Like, they don't just employ people. You got to understand, real bosses that start off with smaller companies that grow their companies. Like, you gotta imagine some of the things that they did for some of their workers that work for them. Just being honest. What would you do for your friends that helped you go from 0 to $1 billion? Think about it. You understand? So that's what I mean. Like, y'all gotta really start putting the time into seeing that, am I really being boss like right now? Or am I just being a young nigga with money? Or am I just being a young girl with money? Am I really being a boss? Am I just being bossy because I got a couple dollars? Am I just stepping through the door because I know I'm like that because I got this money and I got that gap, so I could do whatever I want and I hold it down like that? You really a boss, or is that just you being bossy? You see what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna say everybody love their boss because we all know it's a lot of people that don't like their boss. But at the end of the day, it's still the boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. People help people. That's how life go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't just don't try to finesse nobody either. Need a little help. You know what I'm saying? If you want to help them, help them. Like, just be honest about it. If you gonna help them, help them. Let it be what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Don't be the type of person that's like, yo, I'm not finna help that person do nothing. Like, nah, I don't want to help them. Why should I? And it's the reason why you should help them is because you the boss, right? You claim you the boss. Like, that's what I don't understand about all y'all people running around talking about y'all the boss. Y'all the boss and don't want to help nobody. Y'all just want to talk shit to everybody because you got some money. Because you making some couple dollars. That don't, man. It's so sad that the world came to a place where people touch a couple dollars and they call themselves a boss. And then it's like you talk down on everybody else because you got a couple dollars. Like, y'all don't know people can't touch money. Anybody can touch some money. Kids touch money. Literally. Legit money, too. Nah, think about that. Boss. Oh, my bad. But yeah, like I was saying, real bosses help other people. It's not always about because you getting the money and I could do what I want. I could, if I want to, yeah. Nah, real bosses really employ other people and help them. Just like they help in their life, they help in other people's life too. And yeah, sometimes people take downfalls. Sometimes people take losses. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, life can come to a point where it's like, damn, that kind of hurt. You know what I'm saying? But bosses take losses. Ask any real boss how many losses they done really took. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all be acting like in this life that people don't go through shit. People have rough times too. That don't make them less a boss. No, see what I'm telling y'all, man, is bosses take losses too. And real bosses are humble enough to bounce back from the loss. And know how to bounce back from the loss, though. You got to know how to bounce back. You bounce back real smooth and real humble. Real quiet and real godly. And then when you step back on the scene, you're like you really are a boss because you really got employees. You can lay back and really be humble. Be like, yo, yeah, I done got myself together. I can help you now. What's up? You need some help? Because that's what real bosses do. Real bosses help people. All the time. That's what bosses do. Real bosses always helping people. They ain't talking shit to people. Real bosses don't be talking down on people. They don't got time for that type of negative energy. They don't got time for that type of drainage of money. Because you know negative energy is putting time into not getting money. Real bosses don't have time for that. Real bosses always getting money. So they always helping people. They always being positive. And they always looking forward. Because it's a goal. They ain't just getting money for no reason. They're not real bosses for no reason. So you got to slow down sometimes and think. Is me smoking all this weed? Is me drinking all this liquor? Is me going to all these clubs? Is me doing all this partying? Is that going to help me get in a better position 15 years from now? 20 years from now? Yeah, you 20-something years old, 19-something, 17, 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? Right now. But what about 15, 20 years from now? And that's why I'm telling y'all these things. That's why I'm talking to y'all. That's why the King is here. King T 420 SEC. Check me out. I'm on YouTube. Yeah, I'm telling y'all this because y'all got to know. Somebody got to teach y'all, like, Yo, do something smart with the money, gang. Don't just be throwing it away. Anybody can get money and throw it away. Anybody can get money and scream their boss. Real bosses don't even be getting money and screaming their boss. They get money and be screaming, yo, can I help you? Because I might need a little help over here. Can you help me? Shit, we can help each other. Boss. Because they ain't trying to look down on nobody. They trying to pick people up. And that's what I'm trying to get y'all to see. It's a mindset thing, too. Your mindset is what do it. It's the mindset thing. Real bosses want to pick people up. They're not trying to put people down. Because that ain't their thing. Their thing is getting money. Constantly putting people down ain't getting money. That's just wasting time. So for all y'all who don't know, constantly feeding off into negative energy and bullshit is a waste of time. And energy. It don't get you no money. Don't get you nothing. It don't even get you the outcome that you be looking for 90% of the time. How about that? Y'all the ones be talking that shit, man. I'm telling y'all, I told y'all in the beginning, I ain't never saying I wasn't one of them niggas. I'm a grown-ass man now, though. It's a big difference. See, when you one of them niggas, you think about, shit, what's the funnest club I could go to in what city and what state? And when you a grown-ass man, you think about, oh, with my credit built like this, I can go and get this property and this property and this property, and I can start this account and this account, and I can open this business, and I can... Boss mindset. And then, you know, you got the sole proprietors just getting their money. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I keep throwing it out there. Because I don't want y'all to think I'm talking down on y'all like y'all don't get no money. I never, ever talk down on a hustler. I'm a hustler myself. Shit. Been hustling my whole life and hard. You hear me? Never talk down on a hustler. But what I'm telling you is become better at your craft. And I don't mean what you doing if it ain't right. I mean get better at your craft at what you doing and make it right. Because trust me, it's always a way to make it right. You hear me? So be focused on transferring this to that and changing it from this to that. Because you ain't no gang member. You're owner of a company. This is a company. See, y'all got to understand. It's a legal way to do things and it's an illegal way to do things. You understand? And see, that's why when you become a real boss and you become humble enough to know it's a way to do things and be good with what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? See, when you're a real boss, you know if you're doing something that ain't right, you're going to have to stop doing that immediately. Yep. Immediately. And I ain't being funny, but you have to have multiple sources of income from a legit angle that also helps others, that doesn't leave you with too much weight on your shoulders. So you still walk like this because you're the boss. And that's what it is. When you're the boss, you're the boss. All the time. It don't change. Why would it change? You're the boss. It can only get bigger when you're doing it right. I love my people. I want my people to know It's a lot of knowledge out here that I know a lot of y'all done picked up on, and a lot of that stuff y'all doing, y'all can transfer it into doing something else. Nobody just told y'all that yet. You know what I'm saying? You could take all that stuff that you're doing, and you could take you and your homeboys, and y'all can go from here to there, and it be right. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I ain't even finna be funny, but there's a lot of rappers out here. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of rappers. It's a lot of singers. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you got the talent to rap and sing, you also got the talent to write. I'm not being funny. I'm being honest. Like, and a lot of people don't take that in consideration too. Like, yeah, you write hell of a raps and you write hell of a songs. Like, they doggish, but you can write too. Like, write a book for real, and publish it. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, y'all gotta think on a bigger scale. I don't mean like being a celebrity rapper is not big scale. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is celebrity rappers write books too. You got to think on a bigger scale. It might not be meant for you to start there. It might be meant for you to start somewhere else. It's great you're a sole proprietor. It's great that you make money, because now you making money can guide you into the right direction to put your money in the right place where it can make money for you, and you can employ people and they can make money for you and them. And then you get so big that they're employing people for you, for them. Now you paying them and they're paying other people, and so on and so forth. You're a boss. That's what bosses do. It's nothing new. This is how the world works. This is how the world been running for ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be humble enough to know when it's your time, and you gotta also be humble enough to know that when it's your time that you gotta help and not hinder. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know when it's your time to humble yourself to help. And if you're a real boss, you're not gonna go around to hinder. You ain't got no reason to. You ain't got time to be hating. You too busy creating. And that's the beauty of life. Most of the time, haters ain't got time to create because they hate. But most of the time, creators are creating because they ain't hating. A big difference. You heard it here first from King T 420 SCC. I'm telling you what it is. Creators create, haters hate. They're going to be where they are, and the creators going to go wherever their creative mind take them. So that's what I'm telling y'all. Like, you really want to know what it is, man, you just got to really take a look at yourself for real. You got to be honest with yourself, too. You can't just be playing yourself just because you know you got a couple dollars and you can go and get you a little fly makeover and, you know what I'm saying, you got you a nice little crib and, you know what I'm saying, like, nah, be honest with yourself. Be honest. You know what I'm saying? Am I really a boss? Am I really living boss-like? You know what I'm saying? Real bosses employ so many people, they normally don't have to do much but look at a few paperworks and sign a few signatures. That's why they always on vacation. Oh, y'all thought that was... No. Life is good when you can really be your own, you know what I'm saying, boss for real. When you can really employ people and they gonna help you run the industry or run the business that you, and it's really flourishing, and you happy, they happy, the business is happy, the consumers are happy. Boss. Yo. Haters don't normally create. And creators don't normally hate. Bosses normally create. And haters normally ain't bossing. They normally hating. So yeah, it's a big difference, man. Y'all really gotta understand, man. It's really levels to this shit, and there's a reason it's levels to this shit. It's levels to this shit, cause some people can't do it with this. Some people really gotta get out here and hit the pavement because they don't think they smart enough to do it with that. You know what I'm saying? So they out here. And that's what I'm telling y'all. Smarten up, young people. I get you out here. But if you got some money like you say you got, take a pause. Slow down for a second. You know what I'm saying? And take a look at what you got and what you can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really got to take a look at what you got and see what you can do. You know what I mean? Because a lot of y'all be taking a lot of risk and a lot of chances. Y'all be living y'all life, living this nightlife, and they be keeping y'all up all night and shit like that. And you know what I'm saying? It be all unsafe. You know what I mean? And you know, I rock with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I rock with a lot of y'all. Y'all know me. King be, I'm cool as fuck. Cool as ice for real. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not finna be doing no crazy shit. I ain't finna be doing no dumb shit. I secure what's mine's and who with me, and we cool. We chilling. We doing what we came to do, and then we getting up out of there. You know what I'm saying? We ain't here to cause no trouble. We ain't finna be, ain't none of that. Y'all can go over there with that or get up out of here. We ain't having none of that. You feel me? So, yeah, like real bosses move a certain kind of way. Real bosses ain't always looking for altercations or problems. Real bosses are looking for solutions and who started it. You feel me? It's a big difference. Y'all gotta understand, man. This life shit ain't no game all the time. Like, this life shit ain't just, oh yeah, I can just do what I want. Nah, you can't always do what you want. I know you got boss like money, but you ain't a boss yet. You ain't reached boss status yet. You got boss like dollars, but you ain't got boss like, oh, my bad. I just be telling y'all real shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get mad at me if y'all want, but the truth is the light. What y'all want me to lie to y'all? I ain't never said I was gonna ever lie to y'all. I'm gonna always tell y'all the truth. Shit, this shit apply to me too. And I just tell y'all this story was about me, mainly, but I done already got my shit together. I'm on a different page. I know I'm a sole proprietor at the moment, but I will be employing people at some time. So it's a big difference. I know I'm headed to be a boss. I'm humble myself, and I know what real bosses look like, and I know how they move. I move the same way for a reason. It's a big reason that you do certain things. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand why you do certain things. Listen, I used to think I was one of the bossiest niggas around because I was getting money. You know what I'm saying? And it just don't work that way. It's not what you think it is. It's not always what you believe. Sometimes the wool is pulled over your eyes and you don't even know it because you think you doing so good. You ain't doing it. Them is pennies. My bad. Let me be cool. Huh? Oh, you don't think it's somebody somewhere getting more than you? It's always somebody somewhere getting more than you. No. I ain't hating on you. Saying that you by yourself ain't doing a lot. You probably are. You probably making a nice bank. You know what I'm saying? But somebody else somewhere else making a nice bank too. It's probably better than that one because he got some help. My bad. I'm not. Listen, don't kill the messenger, gang. Don't shoot me because I'm telling y'all the truth. You know what I'm saying? Then a lot of y'all run around here, y'all go out at an early age, y'all done had all these kids, and then having the kids is now you the boss because you got all these kids. All I do is tell people what to do. No, you tell your kids what to do. And that be, you know what I'm saying? That's part of what can mold you into being a boss, but you got to be a humble person with your kids too. And not to add on, you can't just be their friend. Because when you somebody boss, you can't just be their friend. You can be their boss. You can be a good boss. Oh no, I'm not your friend. I'm just a good boss. You gotta be honest. You know what I'm saying? Unless y'all really are friends, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like it's not some people out there that are really friends. I'm just saying that you just gotta be honest. You can't always be like, yo, you know, yeah, you my friend, so I could. No, you also the boss. No, they gotta pay you to do that. Don't handle that shit. That's why I pay you to do it. That's why they the boss. You know what I'm saying? And see, that's what y'all be forgetting. Like, y'all just think, man, that ain't what y'all think, man. Real bosses got bank accounts that be on overflow all the time, not sometime. And again, I promise to God, I love y'all. I'm not being funny. The truth about real bosses, they bank accounts be on overflow all the time, not sometimes, all the time. Oh, you saying because they got a bank account over here that say it's empty? That don't mean nothing. That's the one that they want everybody to think is empty. Yeah, they like that one empty. Yeah. Yep. Because I got all this money over here working for me in this direction. I got money over here working for me in that direction. So yeah, that account over there is empty right now. Yeah. Because they don't just maneuver one kind of way. It's not just one kind of way to maneuver. Like when you're a boss, you gotta adjust and maneuver different kind of ways, different kind of environments all the time. Because motion is motion. It's just how it go. Like, you don't always know what kind of motion it's gonna be, especially when you're doing something legit, something that can change your life forever. So you gotta go with the flow, with the motion. You gotta get it when you can get it. Ain't no waiting. Shit. You gotta get that shit right now. Who we waiting on? What we waiting on? What's the wait for? What? See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, bosses don't think like that. Bosses be wanting to help people right now. Like, can I help you right now? What can I help you with right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a way I can help you right now. Because they always thinking. They always making money. Real bosses is what they do. That's why the bank accounts be on overflow. They don't only have just one bank account. Stop being fooled by the baby face. You get multiple sources of income, you got to have multiple bank accounts. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all be so fooled by the baby face, man. I don't know what be wrong with y'all. I guess it's time to roll up. I don't know what be wrong with y'all, man. Like, real bosses do real things. And if you want to be a boss, you got to start moving like a boss. You got to start acting like a boss. You got to be more humble and get more doors open. You got to be more humble and get more networks. You got to be more humble and make a few more dollars and start employing more people. You got to put more into the business. I know you happy about where it's at right now because it's doing good from where you came from. But you got to do more with it. You got to take time away from the other thing that's making a couple dollars that ain't really too right. You got to put more time into the thing that is right. I know it ain't making as much right now, but see, that's the change. That's the transfer. That's the changeover. You hear me? Is you hear me? That's the changeover. That's the transfer. Because you can't always be doing crazy stuff. So you got to get more into the legit thing that you got. And you got to make it go. Just like you make anything else go, you got to make it go. So you got to look for people that you can employ, that you can trust, that are loyal. You got to write up contracts. And you got to have people sign contracts. Then you got to get... Oh... I'm talking to y'all like this is what bosses have to do. Bosses have to do, like, yeah, they don't just run around calling themselves no boss for no reason. No. When you're a boss, you really got to invest the money. So yeah, your bank account can stay on overflow, but the money is constantly flowing. That's why it's on overflow. Because you're a boss. You making it. And you taking it to make it make more. You paying and you making. You paying and you making. And that's what bosses do. That's why they bosses. It's not because they could just say, oh, I'm the boss. It's not the reason why. Like they the boss because they really helping others. They happy they cashing out to take care of other people. Like, see, some people don't get happy when they can take care of other people. When you can take care of other people and you're not happy about it, you should really go check on yourself. There's something wrong with you. Because most people are happy to help take care of others, especially when they're a boss. When they making it, raking it in and you making it and you taking it and you making more. You raking it in, you making it and you taking it and you making more. You raking it in, you taking it and you making it and you taking it to make more. You raking it in, you making it and you taking it to make more. You raking it in, you making it and you taking it to make more. That's what real bosses do. It's a constant overflow of just that, because that's what they doing. That's why they bosses. They constantly paying people all the time, constantly paying people, constantly writing out contracts, constantly writing up paperwork for this, that, and the other, constantly paying their lawyers to make sure this, that, and the other, constantly. It's what real bosses do all the time. Again, I'm not talking about none of y'all. I appreciate all y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that y'all got, the creative mind to be where you are right now. I love where y'all are right now. It's a blessing to be able to see people doing so well, even if it is sole proprietors. You know what I'm saying? But it can become more. All you got to do is love others. I'm just telling you, real bosses love others. They take care of other people. That's why they bosses. That's why people love them. Real bosses love others and they take care of other people. And that's why they love them. Yes, I repeated it so you can make sure you understand what I'm saying. You're not just a boss because you make money, because you're a sole proprietor. Anybody can be a sole proprietor. But anybody can't be no boss. And these are true facts. I'm not just... Everybody not cut out to be a boss. Everybody not shaped and molded to be a boss. Because everybody don't got what it take to be a boss. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't got what it take. You know what I'm saying? Being a boss take a lot. A boss got to bear a lot on their shoulders. When they take a hit, sometimes they got to go into a cave and come up with a plan to come back and make things better. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, y'all got me right there. That's cool. But now I got to figure out a way to, all right, boom. And then you come back and people like, yeah, I employ people for real. Like, yeah, I was getting a few dollars and then I fucked that shit up. You know what I'm saying? That's what niggas do. We get money and we fuck it up. Get money to fuck it up. That's what niggas do. That's why you gotta grow out your nigga phase and grow into your grown man phase or your grown woman phase. You know what I'm saying? Because once you hit that phase, it's like you see things differently. I told you, I used to run around saying I was a boss and I wasn't a boss. Yeah, I had money, but that money don't make you a boss. So, word to the wise. Do something wise with your money. Help others and love to do it. From King T, thank y'all for coming out, joining Smoking with the King. It's all love to everybody that was fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely appreciate y'all for coming out. You know what I mean? Each and every